Wutaishan Mountain is considered to be the Pure Land, the special abode, the Bodhimandala of the Bodhisattva Manjushri. Now, Wutaishan is a Chinese name. It basically means the five terrace mountain or the five peak mountain in China, in Shanxi province, which is these days it's quite close to Beijing. As a matter of fact, you can do a day trip from Beijing to Wutaishan and back. It's not the case in the old days, where often it would take several days to go there and to stay and spend time. Anyway, Wutaishan. In art, we have several different ways of exploring Wutaishan. Now, first of all, we should understand that the Wutaishan we're talking about is the Shanxi Wutaishan. It's the location that is regarded by most people as being the special abode of Manjushri. But we need to remember that in the history of China and Asia, there's been many locations that have been regarded as being Wutaishan. Even the Shisha in northern and northwestern China, they have their own mountain near Lanzhou, and it exists as a Wutaishan to this day, as well as in the Lhasa in the valley in Tibet. There's even a mountain there that's regarded as a Wutaishan, or in Tibetan Riwotsenga. So there, in China, 1,000 years ago, 1,400 years ago, there was 5 or 6 different locations that were regarded as Wutaishan. But over time, the mountain in Shanxi, close to Beijing, has come to be recognized as the true mountain. And also Chogyal Pagpa and the artist Aniko, they built a stupa there in the 13th century. And so this also added to the sort of the mystery and the spiritual nature of this special location. Now, in terms of images, from the Magao caves in Dunhuang, we have a number of different paintings that depict the Shanxi Wutaishan. So early on, we're going back 1,000 years. So at that time, there were a lot of people along the Silk Route that were looking at the Shanxi location as the main location for Wutaishan. Now, we also have block prints that were done during Chunky Ronpa Dorje's time, which are quite large block print carvings with which to make copies, and there were several blocks used to make very large copies of a map, a sort of a pilgrimage map of Wutaishan, with inscriptions, locations, and at the top, the 5 different peaks or terraces, along with 5 Manjushri, and at this time it was very pro-Gelugpa, and so we also have 5 different forms of Tsongkhapa depicted on these block print images. And there are quite a few of these spread around the world in museums and libraries. It could be more than 12 or 15 of these. Plus, I have seen several more in China that are not documented as belonging to any kind of a government or institution, named institution. So we have quite a number of these block prints from the 18th century depicting Wutaishan. Some of these are painted and some are left plain. Some are on paper and some are on cloth. So there's different medium for these sort of pilgrimage maps. Now, also we have the white barrel of Desi Sangjijatso from the 17th century, where in the white barrel, which is talking about astrology, we have depictions in this pictorial depiction of the white barrel. We have images of the 5-peaked mountain in there. Then we have a whole other type of art, which is the 5 Manjushri of Wutaishan, and we have a number of paintings. Most are Mongolian and Chinese, done in a Tibetan style. And so we have these 5 Manjushri that represent the 5 different peaks. And then we can also have footprints. There are some locations in Wutaishan where you can do a rubbing of footprints believed to be the Buddha, and these are special for Wutaishan as well. So we have different types of art, and primarily we have murals from Magao Caves in Dunhuang. We have the Chankya Rolpe Dorje block print images, and then we have the Desi Sangjajatso depictions of the five peaks, which is to do with the astrology, Tibetan astrology texts.